something on YouTube, then I'm going to say I have to see it on YouTube.
I never
That's
said
just
that.
as dumb, right? But that's just as dumb, right?
I never said that.
I don't.
Yes,
I don't
you
want to know
did say that. Why do you keep denying your own words? Why?
Well, no, what I said is that I don't accept YouTube videos as a citation.
And I didn't
asked for a
provide any.
citation.
And you said it before and after. So beforehand, I made sure not to give you any. And afterwards, you suggested that I might have. That's what makes you an empty head.
Okay,
and
so
then
Dan,
you said you didn't give a fuck anyway. So first you doubted, then you said I was not being truthful, then I gave you the citation exactly as you asked for, and then you repeated your stipulation. Then you said you didn't care.
What was my stipulation, Dan?
That there was to be no YouTube involved.
I didn't say that. I just said that I don't accept YouTube as a citation. Because citation is a very specific thing, right? So citation is generally a peer-reviewed piece of like experiment or something that can be repeated that has gone through a process where other people look at it and sometimes or sometimes not replicate it. And then they publish their work in a journal, and that journal either sometimes does or does not confirm that, you know, this thing's been repeated. But it's not just a YouTube video. It's a citation.
I hope you find a dear spouse that adores you and that you live along in that.
I've been married for 25 years.
I'm nothing more than happy for you, but I don't have any faith in what you say.
I don't require you to have faith in what I say. I can demonstrate everything I say.
You have been. That's what I was then using to judge it. You've demonstrated your logic, your language, your ineptitude, your demands. I've listened to everything you said.
Well, you couldn't have listened to everything I said because you were talking through most of it. So can you listen and talk at the same time? Is it possible to listen and talk at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, well you need to go Google this, neuroscience.
I need to Google something now.
Well, I mean, if you want to understand something, Google is a good place to start.
And I have to Google my stuff.
Well, I never told you.
You demand that I share a link. You demand that I share a link, but you don't offer me the same courtesy.
I don't understand what you mean.
I know.
What?
I know.
Do you know what neuroscience is?
I don't think we were talking about neuroscience. But
well, I mean, I just talked about neuroscience 15 seconds ago, maybe 30.
Regarding what? Where are we into neuroscience?
I don't even remember you said so much nonsense.
Yes. Victory.
Good one, Pocky.
Victory because you say so much nonsense that you make other people forget things. Okay, so
victory because I'm playing golf because you keep forgetting.
Oh, my bad. I apologize. I forget that there's people playing video games on here. All right, so Dan, can we actually have a conversation now, please? So, is there a way for you to demonstrate?
We got a new guy in Voice Verify.
Yeah.
He needs roles. I told him.
Ooh, let's do it. I'll do it.
You're gonna go do it?
Yeah.
He literally can go. He can join here if he would just finish the. Like, I don't get why people can't figure that out.
He said he couldn't see anyone. I tell you, man, go through it. Make an alt. Like, I'm not retarded. You know that.
Yeah, I know, but like, I literally see brand new people in here all the time that have the new arrival.
Because Allison invites people, and then she just gives them roles.
No. What I'm saying is, there's people that show up
through the process.
People show up here and all they have is the new arrival role. They have nothing because they just joined the server. And if you just finish the onboarding process, you can see this VC and the open chat. You just can't see the rest of it.
Go tell Gabe that. I don't know how to give anyone roles. What do I got? I asked Pocky for the coordinator role.
There's nothing called coordinator. There's event manager.
No, it's
Oh, that's what
it's
I meant.
roll mod is the one.
So I got chat mod. Wait, I talked to the guy. He's a grown ass man. I told him not to say all the naughty words.
So should I
And
just stop
Pocky, head
streaming
moderator,
now?
server admin.
Should I
That's
stop
a-
streaming? Because the
that's a-
only reason I started streaming was because Dan wanted to have a conversation with me, and that sort of ended. So should I stop streaming now? Or Dan, would you like to finish the conversation?
If you think you're doing it better than me, keep going. There you go. I'll put the live stream right now in the chat. There you go.
Nobody
wanna
else
clip
is
something
talking
from
to
it, it's
Dan.
right there.
Dan, the only reason I started streaming was because Dan wanted to have a conversation with me, and he told me to start streaming to have the conversation. Almost as soon as I started streaming, the conversation ended. I'm very confused about that.
I didn't say anything about streaming. Actually, it was about citation. It was about citation.
No.
And I said, unless it was a YouTube video, I was uninterested because I was saying
That's
the
not what
opposite
this
of
is-
you. No,
That's-
it is exactly what I said. It's exactly why I said it. And you're stunned because you can't believe you wasted your time while he was telling you it's already streaming.
Okay, so Dan, I don't accept YouTube videos as citations, but I can accept them as evidence. So those are two different things. You understand this, right?
No. Hi, Gabe. No, I
What?
don't. No, I don't understand you at all. I don't believe
Wait,
in
can
you.
I
I
explain?
don't have faith in you. I don't enjoy you. Well, I do enjoy you, but I don't get any value. I don't gain any knowledge from you.
So
That
you don't
sucks.
even want me to explain?
I'd rather talk to Gabe.
Okay.
I'm sure Gabe isn't here to prove to me he's smart.
I mean, I may be dumb because I do accept YouTube videos as citations.
Me too.
Well, Gabe is here to
Like, if
chit
it's like
chat
a
for
thing,
30
yeah.
minutes
What do you
and
know?
then fall asleep.
Do you know this guy from somewhere?
Well, I mean, if it's like a thing, you know, like if you like, are trying to like prove that, you know, like John Smith punched this guy on the 14th, a YouTube video is a perfectly reasonable citation.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
true.
so-
That's very true.
So the
Smith
path
had
was
special
something like,
underwear.
I've seen planets with the telescope, so I know they're real. That's where it came from. And it was like, okay, what about UFOs? If you see
Okay,
a
well,
UFO,
that's a misrepresentation, but go ahead.
no, it's not. It's
Okay, well,
it's a
to be-
recap to tell Gabe what we were talking about.
To be perfectly fair, I said the whole Jupiter thing as a joke because it was such a ridiculous question.
Pretty sure planets are real, guys.
Pretty sure Jews came from Jupiter.
Oh, shit.
Jupiter.
Planets are lights in the sky that don't have the
But-
same rotational patterns as all the other lights in the sky. They're just
My
moving different than other lights in the sky.
my theory is that
If I could
girls.
demonstrate what the lights in the sky were.
Dan, my personal theory is that girls came from Jupiter because they're more stupider.
That is true.
Boys came from Venus because what?
Well, I can't say.
Because it rhymes with penis.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Wow.
And you know, do you know where rappers come from?
Holy shit. Okay.
Tell me.
Rappers come from Mars because they're always spitting bars.
Okay.
Well, rappers come from Mars bars.
I've never had a Mars bar.
Just so you know, I got a hole in one in case you didn't notice.
You actually have? You know, like Mars is like a huge like candy conglomerate.
Well, no, I mean, like, I've had candy from the Mars Corporation, but I've not had the, like, candy whose title is the Mars Bar. Like, I've had Snickers and Twix and yada yada, just not like a Mars Bar is what the actual candy is called.
You're not missing much.
Take 5 is my favorite.
Snickers is my favorite of, like, the sort of chocolate bar candies, but definitely Reese's is the best candy. Period.
It's all bitter poison to me. Never been much of a chocolate guy.
Really? I never heard anyone
Yeah.
say that. I heard somebody say they didn't like dogs once, and I freaked out. That's equal chocolate. I can't believe that someone would say that. Chocolate.
Doesn't like dogs.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I mean, I'm more of a people person, so.
But dogs are gods.
I don't hate dogs, but I'm like a huge, dog. I think a lot of people are like weird about dogs.
What did the atheist insomniac say in bed at night?
I can't sleep.
There is no dog. There is no dog.
Oh, you forgot the dyslexic
Oh yeah.
atheist insomniac.
Shit.
I actually know someone that's dyslexic.
See, I think Dan really wants to tell jokes. He
can't get it out.
And Marty really wants to be a joke. But
Upside
he can't
down.
help
You hear that fart? I farted right when
Dan,
he said that.
Dan, do you have faith in your ability to tell jokes?
No.
Yes.
I don't have a peer-reviewed study that Dan can tell jokes, so I can't believe in it.
Yeah. I mean, we have plenty of YouTube videos of him not being able to tell jokes. But
See?
But since you haven't written a white paper about it, nobody cares.
What the? I run out of time.
So, do you guys have any juicy conspiracy theories?
Yeah, the moon isn't real.
Define juicy.
I've heard that one before.
Really? What is the moon? What have you heard that the moon is?
Well, I've heard that the moon is cheese.
Oh, a sharp cheddar? White cheddar?
Heard
low carb, baby.
Have you heard the transparent moon theory?
I have not heard the transparent moon theory.
There are plenty of people that claim that you can see
So it
stars
goes like this.
through the dark side of the moon.
But if the moon's transparent, are you seeing the other side? Maybe I'm not. No, whenever I think of transparent moon, I think of a moon that you're seeing through the entirety of the moon.
Yeah, so it's like the lit part is opaque, but then the rest is transparent, so you can see stars through it.
Sorry, the lit part is transparent, but the rest isn't.
No. The lit part is the opaque part, and the dark part is the transparent part.
So is this like an outgrowth of like flat, that like the moon is flat?
I don't really know. It's just some people think that the moon is transparent some of the time, even though that's like demonstrably false.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can do Donald Trump.
Some people think that the moon is on the firmament. I think,
dude, right?
I'm familiar with the moon is flat theory.
So the moon is something that doesn't exist. I mean, although I believe Hillary Clinton may live on the moon if it exists.
May.
The moon, we see it as
Gabe, I DM'd you something for real.
Why is Dan interrupting me?
Masturbating in front of you. I sent you something for real in DM.
You sent who?
You.
Me.
I don't know why Dan won't let me talk. Dan,
because you guys are talking about shit you don't care about. Whether
Can you hear me, asshole? Can you hear me, fuckface?
None of you guys believe that. Why are you talking?
Can you hear me, Dan?
Yeah, like the firmament thing is more of like a Muslim thing. I'm not familiar with that.
Dan's not a believer of anything in the Bible. He's a godless cuck, okay? So don't listen to Dan and think you can quote the Bible from that guy.
I would disagree. There's a lot of people I know believe in the firmament that are definitely not Muslim or even religious.
I feel like the vast majority of flat people you'll come across are like self-proclaimed Christians.
Give
Well, I
me
mean,
the
but, like,
extra
the
small
term-
right
the
as I
term
let go of my
firmament is,
ball.
like, the term firmament is, a Christian term.
Yeah. So, Hockey.
Hmm.
I want to ask you advice because you're an expert on this subject.
Oh no, what is it?
So,
Little bitch one.
on Saturday at 6 a.m, I get a perfect International Space Station pass. But also on Saturday, I have to wake up early. So should I just go to bed super early Friday night? Well, this is the worst part. This is the worst place to stop. You see this?
Yeah. How did you
I
get
don't
over there? You can't move now without touching that blast pad.
I'm just gonna go do that.
How did you do that? That's
Because,
impressive.
but anyway, I'm thinking on Friday I'll get home from what I do on Fridays and just go to bed immediately, and then wake up at 6 a.m. and then do my stuff and just stay up from then,
Yeah, probably.
so I can get the space station because it's like perfectly overhead.
So hey, is Dan still around?
Dean? There's no one here named Dean.
Dan.
Yeah.
Dan.
Dan? Lieutenant Dan? Oh.
I mean, all you have to do is say no if he's not here.
All you have to do is look and see who's here, dipshit.
Well, I didn't want to put on my glasses. You're not worth putting on my glasses for.
God, you're a dipshit, making
Oh,
everyone think for you. What
Look at
are
this.
you? Why does
This is
everyone have to think for you?
This is a commie glasses wearer. Did you ever want to hear that? This guy's a communist.
Because God misdesigned my eyes, I'm a communist?
Yes.
Hey, that's a Blotech thing. That's a different flat earther guy, yeah.
God's fault.
Oh, shit. I missed the whole...
I mean, are my eyes designed by God or are my eyes not designed by God?
Well, the error, see, the designer may have designed it well, but something happened in the assembly process.
Okay, so how long ago was the Earth made?
So the design is fine, right?
How old is the Earth?
No. Let's pick
How
apart your
old
fucking
is
brain
the
again.
Earth?
Let's
How
pick
old is
apart
the
your
Earth?
brain again. The design is good, right?
How old is the Earth?
Your eyes are fucked up, not the designer.
How old is the
Right?
Earth?
Come on, acknowledge this. You suck.
Sure. How old is the Earth?
It's just that you suck. So it doesn't matter how old the Earth
How old is the Earth? Sure. How old is the
But
Earth?
don't blame the designer.
Okay,
because
fine. It's not the one who created my eyes. It's my
What's wrong
fault.
with your parents? What's wrong with your parents that you came out so damaged? What
They were
do they
Christian.
have weird eyes?
Like,
Do
even
they got weird eyes?
even-
What do they?
They were Christian.
Where
even
are
if you look at it from like an evolutionary standpoint,
Well, hang on,
the-
Dan.
the design of the eyeball,
Why are you
work.
interrupting? I
like
don't get it.
90.
He's clarifying, dipshit.
No, he's derailing.
He is clarifying.
Because you're
Dude,
stopping the
I'm a big
conversation
fan of
between me and
eyeballs.
Dan.
I
That
think
is
they're really
I can't
definitionally
even stand
derailing.
this. Stop
Oh,
talking over
oh
each
my
other.
Goodness, you're in a public
You guys.
voice
What's
chat.
his name? The Galaxy dude? Stop
Donald-
gaslighting that everybody else is like you're the victim or something. You're just as guilty. Stop talking over each other.
I'm not, and I never said that, and you're wrong on all counts.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
On every
Yeah.
subject, past, present, and future. He could say
No,
that
just
same
the ones that were spoken right then. So, Dan, Would it be okay if you and me actually spoke instead of having,
I don't
backup
know. We'll
calls
have
with-
to
Well,
check.
it would be.
We'll have to check to see if I'm here.
It
I
would
prefer
be
one-on-one.
fun if you would.
We'll have to
would
make
be-
it everyone else's responsibility to
No,
check
I
and see if
prefer-
I'm here.
I prefer
Well-
one-on-one.
You can do 1-on-1 if you schedule like a debate, but otherwise you're in. The
Okay, so
VC
do
for
you want
everybody.
to talk to me then? Do you want to talk to me then?
Well, I was just trying to give my 2 cents before you started
Okay,
interrupting.
okay. Well, no, you're the one that interrupted. Let's be clear about that.
Well, you weren't even talking.
Biggest super
That's
douche,
just
man.
not true. I was having a conversation with Dan, and then you interrupted my conversation with Dan. You're the interrupter, not me.
Okay, you have 45
I'll
seconds.
be happy to talk to you since Dan is a
45.
coward.
44.
I'll be
43,
happy to talk to you since Dan is a
42.
coward.
41.
So
You like
since Dan
carry
is a
Band-Aids
coward, I'd be
around?
happy to
You
talk with
such
you.
a
What's your
victim all the
name?
time, dude.
What's
You
your
carry
name?
Band-Aids in your
Gabe?
pocket.
Is it Gabe?
33.
Did you not hear me?
I'm sorry. No, I missed it. I apologize.
27.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
26.
I was like, do you carry Band-Aids around in your pockets all the time? Because you're
Yes.
like such a victim and would bleed everywhere you go.
Not only Band-Aids, but alcohol pads too.
Yeah, you can tell.
He thinks he's so clever. Because you can
Yeah.
associate things that go together. That doesn't make you that sharp. It makes you
No, she asked me a very specific question. I'd like to demonstrate that I'm correct. Would that
You
be
made
okay?
a silly little point. You make silly little
I
points.
didn't make a. Oh, can I turn on my camera because I have the thing that I carry around in my pocket that has my Band-Aids and my alcohol prep pads in it. It's in my hands right now.
45 seconds.
Oh no, I got spinner mode. Oh,
I
got it.
carry
Yeah, yeah.
around alcohol prep pads and Band-Aids in my pocket all the time. Also, a way to open boxes. Also,
Yeah, go for it.
also, I keep
Based on
two.
what?
I keep two
You know,
hands.
hold on. I got a serious question.
Yeah.
Because my son, I see so much of like you in, like honestly, have you ever been diagnosed with Asperger's? I'm not being facetious.
Well, I know I'm on the spectrum. I don't know if it's Asperger's or not.
Right. I, from a mom who raised one, I think you should look into that.
Oh, I have.
Okay,
Well,
so
then
let me
you should
explain.
warn us on the way in so we're nicer.
Oh, screw
Let
you.
me, let
Why
me,
the hell would you be
don't-
nicer to
don't
me
start
because
this
of
for a
it? That
second.
doesn't make any sense.
No, because if I knew you couldn't help yourself,
don't start
would-
the next game.
I
real
would be
quick.
much softer.
Just give me 2 minutes here.
Yeah, I got you.
So let me explain something. When normal people have conversations, there's
What do you mean by
applause, and then
normal?
the other person.
What is
Stop.
normal?
What a dick. What a little wiener you are. You are a little wiener. You
I
really
don't
are.
understand what normal means.
Really hard to not have to lose my shit. So, when non-neurodivergent people have
That's
a
what
conversation
normal
like
means?
we're
Okay,
having
go ahead.
here, see that thing you do where you interrupt constantly? It makes you an asshole whether you understand it or not. It does. And that makes people not want to talk to you or give anything you say any seriousness. That's the problem here. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. And I know you don't see it, but that's why I'm trying to explain to you. Do you get that or no?
No, I didn't interrupt you. I interjected for a second and then I let you speak.
The interjecting, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you understand that that's
constant-
different? Do you understand that that's different from interrupting?
No.
It's really
Yeah.
Maybe in a
I can
Maybe
show you
in
how
a-
it's different. I can. Someone
in a
else is
non-
interrupting.
That's like
Someone else
saying
is
no
interrupting.
no
maybe in a
running,
non-
no
I'm in the middle of
walking,
a
no
sentence. I'm in
sniffing.
the middle of a sentence.
hold on a second. Maybe in like a normal conversation where it's not like online, the interjections don't come off as interruptions, but online, I think it does.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
can demonstrate you to be wrong. Because when I interjected just now, I stopped speaking immediately after the interjection, and you completely finished your thought.
It's
so
still
we're
rude.
sitting here in this conversation and we're telling you that it's so annoying. We don't even want to hear what you have to say because you keep interrupting and interjecting or whatever you want to call it. It's like when the teacher says, no running in the hallway, and this kid's like, "Oh, I wasn't. I was walking fast and skipping." So, okay, like no running, no walking, no skipping, no walking fast, no interrupting, no interjecting. Like, that's the thing, dude. That's what we're trying to
but I still want to hear what he has to say, even though it is annoying that he does the things he does.
Oh my god!
Great. So,
I've opened up a dictionary, Donald. It says right here, an abrupt remark made especially as an aside or interruption.
So, not Pokey. Please do this. Google.
Pokey is really slow. That's not my name.
Okay, I apologize. Please.
Not Gumby either. Don't try that one just because they associate. It's not clever.
So, please Google the word projection. Also, everybody who interrupted that sentence needs to also Google the word projection.
I'm going to tell you something. She doesn't need to look shit up to understand it. I apologize that you have to look it up, but you're speaking to someone who has a vast and sharp vocabulary.
I don't care about your vocabulary.
Not mine.
Dude, no. Pocky is an impressive freaking person.
Cool, that's fine.
Thank you guys.
I never said anything to the contrary. I agree. Pokey, you're a wonderful person. Not Pokey, you're wonderful.
So why are you making her look up stuff she already knows to prove?
Well, I did not make the assumption that she knew it. I was just telling her what was happening.
You're telling her what to do. Okay, so what are you telling us about
me like a little
projection?
bitch.
So
no,
there's some form of projection.
Come on, guys.
You're not happy with someone projecting something. Projection
I do not appreciate projection at all.
All right, we get it. I'm sorry if I did it, and we're probably all sorry if we did it to you.
I
That's amazing. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No. I hit the plastic pad.
I just want to reiterate, we didn't have to look it up to have that conversation.
I just did not want to make the assumption that
I did. I'm standing firm.
See, there you go. I didn't want to make the assumption that everybody knew what it was. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't exclude anybody. That's all.
The dictionary very clearly states, both Merriam-Webster and Oxford are very clear that interjections are interruptions.
But that's not what we were talking about. We're talking about projection.
Yeah, we're talking about projection. Well, if you want to talk about the difference between if you want to talk about the difference between interjection and interruption, interruptions are meant to derail conversations. Interjections
you know the words to conjunction, junction.
Interjections are meant. See, this is an interruption. This is an interruption. So an interjection an interjection is just meant to be there, and then you stop talking. You say the thing, and then you stop talking. That's an interjection. An interruption means that you just keep talking no matter what, and you don't let the conversation go forward. You interrupt the conversation. Interjection is just adding to and then shutting the fuck up.
Well, either way, like at least on an online setting, when you talk over someone, over someone on an online setting, it's perceived as a lot more rude than if you're just like if you're talking to someone in real life and you're like, oh yeah, I heard about that. You could say that over what they're saying, but like in an online setting, if the other person talks, then it's like you're more likely to like it sounds like you're interrupting.
That would be a tangent if you're changing the topic to something else and not returning to the topic. Both interruptions and interjections are temporary inherently by their nature.
Well, no, interruptions are not temporary. That's the difference. So did Dan ever interrupt me once? I don't remember. I do remember Dan interrupted me very, very often. So this is a completely useless conversation because both sides did it, so it doesn't fucking matter. Either bitch about interruptions or don't do them, and do that for both sides, not just one side. Do it for both sides. Either nobody interrupts or everybody gets to interrupt. I don't care which, but pick a side.
Okay, well,
Do they get you
So-
up, or do they get
there's
you
a
interject?
difference then.
Do you
There's
want
a
your
difference
victim card to be
between-
red or yellow?
Right, there's a difference between like I don't know how to say it, but like
I do. I just said it.
it's sort of human nature, just
Yeah.
because of real life interactions. People can speak over each other, but
Yes.
Interruption for clarification is important. Interruption.
Yes,
can be very
clarification
important.
is. Yes, clarification is a valid form of
That's all he's
interruption.
doing. That's all he's been doing the whole time.
Yeah.
Even though his little bitch name is kind of fucked up. He's
well,
Well,
I mean,
talk to my
like,
mother about that,
if-
not me. My mother named me, not me.
if Dan,
Well, no,
if
Donald.
Dan
He's
Dan
literally
was-
named Little Bitch on Discord.
Oh, my bad.
Like, read his Discord name.
Oh yeah, I do that because whenever I win in mini golf, that's what Pocky calls me. So it's
proud of
weird.
winning
It
mini
says
golf?
there, it says little
Hey.
bitch victory. That's why I said that. So he changed it to that.
I have played mini golf. I would be proud to be a winner at mini golf. I have never ever once won mini golf. Congratulations, buddy. That's a good accomplishment.
Oh yeah, but no,
I don't know if you're like fucking with him or not.
No, I'm
Yeah, but not
serious.
Scrabble.
I've never once won at mini golf. I suck at mini golf. If you win all the time at mini golf, good job, buddy.
oh yeah, I'm the king of mini golf. But Pocky's coming for my
nice.
crown.
We both win evenly sometimes.
Okay, let's talk about Fortune Falls and Thin Trails another day. And Open Burrow.
All right, you want to play Scrabble?
I don't think I played
Oh,
mini golf
no.
in more than decades, so I presume I am quite bad at it.
You know what I'm good at is tennis. Anybody want to play tennis?
No, I suck at tennis.
I'm
Yeah,
badass
I'm
at
getting in
tennis.
the car. Where do I need to go? Where are we meeting up to play tennis?
I
What
find
state are
tennis
you
to
in?
be a weird sport. 'Cause
Yes, it's very
Like,
weird.
I-
That's why I like it so much, because it's very weird and it's very easy to win. All you have to do is just pretend that you're doing the thing opposite of what you're actually doing.
I'll tell you, my favorite game was one we did in gym class in high school. It's called Nitro Ball. It's a mix between volleyball and tennis, and it is the greatest game ever devised.
Sweet.
And
Well, you can't just describe something as the greatest game ever and not tell us how it works.
Oh, okay. I was just waiting to see if there's any intrigue. So basically, your Nitro Ball is kind of like, it's like a big volleyball. It's like the style of a volleyball with like the intersecting lines, but it's like the size of a soccer ball. And Mr. Galaxy's kind of echoing me. But the net is okay, that's